Hello, dear Odooers. My name is Tatiana Dupré, and today I am very happy to present you how you can easily manage your maintenance contracts in Odoo 19. So here I will already provide you with a QR code. Don't hesitate to scan it. It will, as usual, lead you to a pad where you can ask anonymous questions. Make sure to provide really a full question with enough context so I can also provide a full answer. Thank you very much. You can also access it through the link pad.odoo.com/p/maintenance25. All right, let's go ahead. Now, I wanted to start this talk with a quick fact. Did you know that each hour of unplanned downtime costs a business on average about $260,000? So that is huge. And it's not just an annoying for the IT, it's not just an IT inconvenience. It also affects revenue, it affects customer trust, and it affects your productivity. Now, let's imagine the exact opposite. Everything is running smoothly, your contracts are under control, your customers are happy, and your revenue is stable and predictable. So that's exactly what a good maintenance contract can do. And that's what I would like to show you today with Odoo 19. I want you to show how you can go from reacting to problems to actually preventing them. What's on the agenda for today? So I've already provided you with a quick introduction, and I really hope it convinced you to stay until the end. And then I will present the use case of today. So this is a typical use case of the maintenance industry for which I will show you the business flows, and I will use these business flows, so scenarios and so on, during the demo inside of a database. And then we will end with a short conclusion and the typical Q&A of about 5 minutes. All right, so our use case of today is Super IT Bros. So some might remember them from last year, which I presented in my What's New in Field Service talk. Well, this year, Super Home Bros decided to create a new branch inside of their companies, and it's called Super IT Bros. So guess what? They're providing IT hardware to other companies, along with maintenance contracts. So they don't just sell IT hardware, they don't just sell physical products. What is really the added value for them and their customers is the after-sales service. So is the service they provide after that. And that's really what will provide them a stable revenue and customer satisfaction, and this will guarantee the quality of their work. Now, what is their workflow? Let's start with the beginning, the installation, and the preventive maintenance. So the customer can contact them with lots of different ways. So they can contact them through the live chat or through the website contact form, or even just call them. Then Mario will be able to provide them with a subscription code, which is the maintenance contract itself. And then if the customer agrees, they can proceed to the invoicing. So here, this is a prepaid subscription, so we let the customer pay in advance, and then we plan and then perform the intervention. Because this is a yearly contract, so it's an annual contract, we want to do this invoicing and the intervention on a yearly basis, and we of course want this flow to be as automated as possible. All right, now what about the corrective maintenance? Again, the customer can contact them, and then Mario will be able to plan an emergency task and then perform it to check what was the trouble with the server, with the IT, and then depending on if the warranty was still active, then there is no invoice that should be created afterwards. Or if the warranty, the 2-year legal warranty is not active anymore, so it has expired, the 2 years have passed. Or if the warranty still applies, but the customer did not respect the conditions for the warranty to be applied, well, then there is a time and material-based invoicing. So what is the time and material-based invoicing? It's an invoicing for which we will invoice the time spent during the intervention, and also the material, which will be the product that will be delivered to the customer during the repair. All right, let's start with the beginning. We will see how Odoo fits all of this from the subscription flow to the field service flow. So I'm here in my database. I'm connected with Mario for our company, Super IT Bros. I can start by creating my subscription because my dearest Princess Peach, my customer, has called me because she would like to have a quote for a server. So that's what I will do now. I will create a maintenance contract for Princess Peach. and I will use the quotation templates. So thanks to this, I have a lot of different information that are automatically filled in. For instance, the expiration date, but also the recurring plan. So because I have annual maintenance contracts, I want to have yearly invoicing, I will use this yearly recurring plan. And so here for the end dates, you can choose one, or you can say that I want it to be automated, renewed automatically without needing to do anything on the customer on our side. Or if you have a contract of 3 years, you could perhaps here write the end date of in 3 years. And you can easily use shortcuts in any date field to here put an end date. So another thing here, all of my products that are automatically filled in. First of all, the installation and the maintenance products. So that's the service which will trigger the task, which will trigger the intervention task. And then we have the server itself. So that's a physical product which will be delivered to Peach. So she asked for a server. And then we have here the hourly price for corrective maintenance, which is also a service. And this is rather a service that is invoiced based on delivered quantity, because it's in case there is any corrective maintenance that is not under warranty. All right, so also something that is super interesting with the quotation templates is here the quote builder. So I want to send a whole contract to Princess Peach. I don't want to send just the quotation itself. So I can add a nice header as well as some terms and conditions which are super important for the contract itself. And I can send this to Princess Peach. So I'm sending this by email, and then I will show you the PDF code, how it looks like. Like this. And here we go. I have my nice header. I can add everything I want. I have the quotation itself. And then I have at the end my terms and conditions. So that's super convenient. I know that my customer has all of the necessary info in one PDF. OK, great. So she can confirm this through her portal, but she called me and I will do it for her. She confirmed me the quotes. So there are several actions that were triggered upon the confirmation. First of all, the intervention task itself. So I can see here, when I open it, I have my intervention task. I can see also that there are already a lot of information that are actually pre-filled. So that's super convenient. It was automatically done by Odoo, because now in Odoo 19, we can have task templates. So we can sell a service that will trigger a task based on a task template. So what do I see here, for instance? I can see that the allocated time was pre-filled in by the task template, as well as the tag. I could have added priority as well, but it's here just an installation, so it's not necessary. I could also here, the checkbox under warranty is automatically checked as well. Why? Because here we're performing an installation or a preventive maintenance. So it's always under subscription, it's always under warranty. We should not create any invoice at the end of the intervention. And then here, very neat as well, is that my task is actually recurrent. So this will be repeated every year. I should go to my customer location every year until the end of the contract. And this was automatically filled in by Odoo as well, based on the subscription. So that's super cool. I can see here also I could have added some information, like here I've added a quick start guide, also the warranty contract terms, in case the customer asks the technician any info during the any info on the contract during the intervention. Okay, cool. So I can go back to my quotation, and I would like to show the other actions. So I don't have any hours recorded yet. I do have here my delivery, which is scheduled for my server, so that's cool. And then here, my monthly recurring revenues. So here with the monthly recurring revenues, Odoo allows you to have a lot of reporting based on these forecasted revenues. So I know what I will have as predictable. I can predict my revenue for next month. So that's super convenient as well. All right, so the next step, because we are doing prepaid subscription, is to create the invoice before doing the installation and the preventive maintenance itself. So Odoo does it normally automatically for you, because he knows that today he should be creating an invoice before end of the day. So I will do it manually because I would like to show you how it goes. Here we go. I have my two products, my prepaid products, and the other one is based on delivered, so that's why it's not on the invoice. Okay, now this is my subscription, my contract for Princess Peach. How do I get an overview of all of my different contracts, all of my different subscriptions? Well, for this, I can go back to my menu subscriptions. And here I have a nice list view of all of the ongoing contracts. But I also would like to have it in a nice Kanban view. And then I can filter this out. So I have here all of my different, well, not ongoing, but I have here all of my different contracts. So I have one in the quotation stage for IT addicts. I have two in progress, and I have one that was unfortunately churned. So what if I have recurring maintenance interventions to do, but my customer does not necessarily have an ongoing subscription or contract? So that's sometimes the case for some companies. And for this, you could have an overview in your field service recurring tasks. So I can go to all of my tasks in the field service. And again, here I have a list view of all of them, but I prefer to have it in a Kanban view. And again, I have pre-configured a filter, which allows me to show all of my different upcoming recurring tasks. So all of my upcoming maintenance interventions for the next year, so for the upcoming year. They are grouped here by month, and I see here all of them. And I see also the one from Princess Peach. So this one is not planned yet, so let's plan it. So for this, to plan easily all of my tasks, I can go to the All Task to Schedule menu. And for those who know the field service app already, they might have seen that this is actually a new view, so that's really cool. I can, from here, plan easily my tasks, because I see here all of my planned tasks, and then there I can see all of my unplanned ones. And I can just drag and drop it to the right dates. And as such, it is planned. I can also use my usual Gantt view. So here I see my Gantt view with the different assignees, and I can assign it to myself. I will rather do it in the afternoon, by the way. And here we go. So my task is planned and assigned, so let's do this. So let's perform it. I'm a technician. I'm opening my field service tasks for the day because I want to know what I need to do. And I see here all of my tasks for today. I can open it, and the first thing I see here is my products to pick up. So products to pick up are the products that I should take from my warehouse before I leave to the customer location, so I can know in advance what I should take with me. So here, for instance, I know that I will be I'm taking this out of my stock, I'm taking the server with me, and I know that I will install it at Princess Peach location, so I already confirmed it. Okay, good. Now, I'm traveling at her castle, I can start the timer, and I'm performing the installation itself, so I'm really installing the server at her castle. And then I can also fill in the worksheets. Here, I'm doing a first installation, everything is going well. Great. Okay, so I've done the installation. She has now a good server working, and I can stop the timer. I've spent 2 hours on this one. And here, I now can either sign the report, let her sign the report, or I can send it to her as well without signature if you don't need it. I will just go a bit quicker and just send it to her. And it looks like this. I have here the report with the timesheets and the worksheet itself. Good. Now at the end, I can mark this task as done because the intervention is done. And there are two interesting things when I mark this task as done. First of all, if you know the field service flow, then you would know that here, normally there's an invoice purple button. This is not the case here, because the task is under warranty, meaning under subscription. So there shouldn't be any invoice created for now. Secondly, here there's actually the next recurring task, which was created automatically by Odoo. So it has the exact same information and the exact same planned dates, but for next year, so for 2026. So that's super convenient. Odoo did it for me automatically. I don't have to think about doing it myself. OK, so this will be then the first preventive maintenance task. So I will go at her castle and check if everything is working fine. OK, so that's it for the installation and the preventive maintenance flow. So we are doing our job very well, but it always happens that sometimes some IT hardware is broken. And so in that case, we should be able to do some troubleshooting at our customer location. So how does that go? I want to start by showing you here in the subscription app my ongoing subscription for Yoshi. So Yoshi has a subscription since last year, a bit more than 1 year ago. And so I have already 2 invoices that were created. And I see here there are 3 tasks, so I already came twice. I did the installation, the preventive maintenance, and the next one is already planned for next year. Good. Now imagine Yoshi's calling me because unfortunately there's an issue with his server. What can I do? I can simply go to the field service app and I can create here a new task. And when I click on new task, I now have the possibility in Odoo 19 to choose from task templates. So I will use the one from the troubleshooting one because that's what we're going to do at Yoshi's location. And here I just have to select my customer and I have here my task, which is ready. Good. Now I can fill in the sale order item. I can see this is the sale order item, so the service for the contract itself, and I will put here the order price for the corrective maintenance. Now, I know that the 2-year legal warranty is supposed to be applied, but unfortunately, Yoshi told me that he spilled coffee on a server, so, well, the conditions for the warranty to be applied are not met, and unfortunately, this intervention will not be on a warranty. So I will keep things as such. Also, something that can be interesting is for the customer to give you the serial number about your products, or you can also do this at the location itself. Why? Because if you click here on a serial number, you can have actually a full traceability report about when did this product come into your stock and when did it leave your stock to the customer location. So that's super convenient. All right. Now I will assign this to myself. I will directly go to his location and see what is wrong with the server. I can start, as usual, the timer. Good. By the way, what you can see here in the chatter that now you can activate the GPS coordinates for the technicians when he's activating or finishing the timer. So you can see when he was and at what time did he stop the timer exactly. That's super convenient as well. OK, now I am performing the troubleshooting. I can see that there was indeed an issue with the server, and that because of the coffee that was spilled, well, the server fan was not working anymore. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to add the server fan to this sale order to say, OK, hey, I have delivered this product to Yoshi. And then my stock will be updated as well automatically. OK. Again, I can fill in the worksheet, so spilled coffee. So I need to replace the fan. Cool. All right, my worksheet is complete. I can now stop the timer. This took me about 3 hours. And I can let Yoshi sign the report. So here you have the customer portal. You just turn around your iPad and you ask them to sign the reports. Something very interesting here is that you see that they have access to the troubleshooting guide in case they have any issues or in case the technician has any issue during the intervention. They have access to their sale order item, sale order with a time and material spent and the timesheet itself, as well as the worksheets. So that's super cool. And I will let Yoshi sign the report. OK, cool. Let's go back to my task. I will mark this task as done. I can send it afterward. I can send the report afterwards as well, but let's mark it as done for now. So immediately, I see that now I do have this purple invoice button because this task was not under warranty, and I want to invoice this to Yoshi. So let's do this. I can create my invoice. Now I have 2 possibilities. First one is either to automate this, and I ask Odoo to take this into my next prepaid subscription invoice. So you can have an invoice that contains at the same time the prepaid regular invoice, but also the time spent and the material spent of the year before. So that's super convenient. But because next invoice will only be in a year or so, I want to already create my invoice here for what I have done during corrective maintenance. So that's what I will do. And Odoo is actually very smart. So he's saying that, OK, you're creating invoice, but make sure that here you know that you're invoicing for the subscription of next year. So what I will do here is when I create my invoice, I will simply here delete the subscription product so I can only invoice for my corrective maintenance task. And as such, I have created my invoice for Yoshi. I could have also gone, by the way, to here, the All Tasks to Invoice menu to see all of the different tasks that should be invoiced. All right. So that was already is for the corrective maintenance as well. So to wrap it up a bit, you now know how to handle maintenance contracts along with selling hardwares in Odoo. You now know how to handle corrective and preventive maintenance tasks. You now know how to automate your invoicing as well. And you now know how to handle your warranties in Odoo as well. So thank you very much for having participated to this talk. And I'm very glad that I was able to present you to this. And we can now proceed to the Q&A as well. If you want to go even further, if you found this talk interesting, don't hesitate to watch Lucy's talk as well. She will be presenting the HVAC industry, which is really specific for this maintenance industry. And if you want to know also more about the services scope in general, don't hesitate to subscribe to our services masterclass, which is for Odoo 19. It has about 12 modules, so that's a lot. You have 15 hours with an expert, and it can be online or on-site.
Thank you, Tatiana, for showing us how to better manage our maintenance contracts, and I think you made many Super Mario fans happy.
Great.
So let's go to the questions from our audience. So the first one, how would you sell a sub with free maintenance per year for 5 years, per instance?
3 maintenance per year for 5 years. So depending on how many invoices you want per year, but here I'm presuming that you would have 1 invoice per year, but you want 3 tasks to be created. This can be done, for instance, with the task templates in your in your task template, you could have 3 tasks which are your maintenance interventions. So with the task templates, you now have a lot of freedom. You could have even a different recurrence on the subscription than on the task templates. And here, so you could also, if you want, you can even create a new project with all of those 3 tasks for this customer. It really depends on how you want to configure it, but said like that, I would have created a task template with 3 subtasks.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on to the next question. Does this flow work also for subscriptions based on time and material for the previous maintenance?
Yes, actually, indeed, I showed a prepaid subscription flow, but you could totally have the same flow on what we call the postpaid subscriptions. So you can have services products configured as subscriptions, and it will be invoiced at the end of the end of the period, based on what was delivered during the intervention itself. So that's totally possible and automated as well in Odoo now.
Thank you. And the next question is, can the monthly contracts be handled as well with your method?
Yes, exactly. So here you would have chosen, if you have a monthly contract, then you can choose the recurrence plan. You can set the recurrent plan to monthly on the subscription itself. So that's totally possible.
Okay, thank you. And the next one, is the changing or the customization of PDF worksheet? Yes, can we change or customize the PDF worksheet layout?
Yes, totally. I only added a few fields just to show that it is possible to do it. But if you have Studio, you can really customize them yourself. You can add pictures and so on, everything. You can add selection fields and so on. If you don't have Studio, you could also use the task description to add checkboxes, lists, and so on that the technician can fill in, and that will then appear in the final report sent to the customer.
And do you have any comment on how the geolocation, for example, how does the geolocation for when workers start a task work? So geolocation for the start of the task work, and is it possible to get a report of the times and places they worked?
So the data is not stored in a field, so I don't think the reporting would work. But you do have all of the info when the technician starts the timer. It will fill in directly in a chatter, or when he stops the timer. But so far, there's no reporting based on that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A round of applause for Tatiana one more time.
Thank you.